Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee. Looks like Hermitcraft Season 6 is behind us, but you know what lies ahead? It's a mystery to everybody. In the meantime, why don't we go ahead and reflect gently, as though we were some sort of pond, upon Hermitcraft Season 6. Here is our Parthenon. You know, this is one of the structures that we constructed this season. Cleo made fun of me a little bit in the last episode for mentioning frequently that Nashville has a really good Parthenon, which we do, way better than the one in Greece. Much better repair. But you know what? I've gone ahead here. I put in some books, so when you folks enjoy the world download, you can be like, hey, what's all these books? I don't know. It's a mystery to everyone. We'll just kind of leave those there for now. Now, you might say, Joe, are you going to clean up this island back here? Well, I thought about it, but I really love this La Vibo M table I made. And I'm sure some of you guys want to jump on it and sing and whatever. So I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to also leave all these chests. So if you guys want to complete the reflection of the Parthenon underwater, that is an option available to you. I did not have the time to do that. Now, if we go ahead and we take some of these rockets here, there's a few directions we could fly. I say, why don't we fly back toward the main island here? Now, the districts for this season were kind of a group effort to come to the conclusion that we should do this. Kingdom Craft had done something similar years ago, but we weren't sure if it was going to work exactly for Hermitcraft. And then, of course, Concorp rolled through and did their own thing anyway. Over here. Wow. This, by the end, got even crazier. Much like all of Hermitcraft, it never stops growing. But we had a lot of debate going into the Season 6 launch about how we wanted to improve on Season 5. And we felt like having a way to congregate builds that would be visually complementary to each other would be a good way to do that. And then we got distracted, as one does, with all of this. Look at this. Does this look safe to you? It's not. None of this... Arguably, much of this was a terrible idea. But you know what? That's fine. You know, sometimes things get a little bit out of hand, and we don't always have a get-out-of-jail-free card that we can just hand off to Grian to get out of trouble. Now, I did because I was a shrewd investor. Oh, that does remind me. This was one of the first builds I started this season. This Ministry of Truth here. And I actually had to rob all of my equipment off it when I died recently. And so I think... Is a bookshelf an appropriate thing to hold? Yes. There we go. I'll just be holding that bookshelf. Because I'm just as good at armor stands as Zombie Cleo. In my own way. You might say, Joe, is it really wise for you to put all of your stuff on this armor stand before the tour is completed? No. No, this is a terrible idea. But you know what? That's the Joe Hills difference. We are going to have to be very, very... Oh, whoops, wrong button. Very unfortunately clad for the remainder of all this. But yeah, there's Joe Hills in diamond armor. Who thought we'd see the day? We kind of didn't. But at the same time, we do get to enjoy Asuma Void. This is actually what he looks like, if you don't know. As well as Good Times with Scar. This was a fun build. Getting everybody's little Twitter and YouTube accounts in here for people to enjoy. So if you want to check out False Symmetry, now you know where to. This was one of the first ideas I had for the season. I was just like, I'm going to be a nomad, so I don't want to build a house. But then I was like, I need to build stuff. I believe Cub Fan is actually set up over here. He had his little starter home that then became a welcome center with the maps and stuff. But yeah, I realized that this natural curvature of the sand here looked like one edge of the state of Tennessee. And then just kind of rolled through with the rest of it. It's a little bit patchy. I also came up with the idea of having that extend underground. Because the Ministry of Truth, as described in Orwell's 84, was a, ziggurat, and I wanted it to have tears. You know, not like it was crying because, of the war with Eurasia or whatever, but just, I'm immediately realizing I can't fly anymore, and every part of that was a mistake. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go steal another Elytra from Concorp. No, we're not. We're going to go ahead and we're going to recover those boots and that Elytra in the very least. The rest of it we'll leave for right now. Of course, that's not the part we took, but... well, whatever. Every part of this is going about as well as I would have expected. So now, we can put the... no. Minecraft. Why? Why won't it put it in my hotbar? I have one thing I need done. Anyway, so there is me lifting a bookshelf. Or reaching for a bookshelf. Also, Stress left this chicken here a while ago. It's an advert. But, I don't know. I kind of like it. It's just been here forever now. But we should head down into... hey, post-demise trap free. That's right. I forgot. This is actually a safe space. And the Elytra is not working. It's not safe for Elytras. You know, we do have our... I was going to say, that's probably not a safe way to do this, but it's a dropper, not a dispenser, so it's not just shooting things at me. It would have been good to know I had an extra cool bow in there. We got our music collection here. This whole musical threat thing and this theater, both of these really didn't get used as much as I wanted to this season. I had a lot of things pop up in my personal life that really set me back in terms of the amount of time I could spend on Hermitcraft. But, you know, on the whole, it's, you know, I'm in a place where everything is sustainable, you know? And transitioning to single parenthood is a challenge. And if at the end of that you can say, hey, I'm basically self-sustaining at this point, and, you know, I know that I have the things I need to take care of my kid. You know, that's the most important thing. And then finding ways to express myself through my artistic endeavors like this, unfortunately, have to take a kind of a second tier role. And it is one of, I know a lot of people are like, Joe, I would love to play on Hermitcraft, and I would give it absolutely everything I could if I had that opportunity. And it's like, I get that, guys. But, like, it is so painful to have the opportunity to play here, and then also to have to say, no, I gotta do something else right now, because it's objectively more important. What could be more important than Hermitcraft? Taking care of my kid. I'm sorry. That's it. That's part of life. And some of you guys who are younger might not appreciate that, but it's a challenge as you grow to be there for your family, whether it's your children or even if you're getting older and your parents are aging, you know, taking care of your parents, taking care of your siblings if they have any sort of needs. You know, we all have to make decisions and balance things in our own lives. And, you know, I've tried my best this season to make sure that I didn't completely, you know, neglect my audience and those of you guys who enjoy this stuff. But yeah, I do want you guys to know that, like I said, this was a very transitional time in my life. And as that transition becomes the new status quo, I'm expecting... Wait, does this go up? Oh, it doesn't have a flow to it. That's interesting. But yeah, as the transitional period gives way to just a different way of life in time, I think I should be able to do more next season than I did this season. So, yeah. This little shop, I love this little shop. I really wanted to have it open all the way through February, because there's this great joke in the show BoJack Horseman, where somebody's like, a Halloween store in February? And then, after I got it built, I got a lot of complaints from people saying that it was the worst build on the server. And now, if you've never seen a real Halloween store, they are just built in strip malls. They are hideous. That is just what happens. That is how they look. But, like, you know, it was a thing. So, anyway, I had a lot of people who were like, Joe, can I buy that from you and build something good there? And one of those people was Asuma. And I was worried that we wouldn't get to February so people could enjoy that joke, which is really just a BoJack Horseman reference. But then I got Asuma's name in the drawing for Secret Santa, and I said, well, he wanted the store, he can have it. You know? Oh, here's Zombie Cleo's amazing, amazing ship. I always wanted to do, like, some cool shipbuilding in Hermitcraft. And every season I never get the chance. So I was really pleased to see what she was able to do this season. That's one of the fun things about being part of a collective. I do actually want to see how the end result came out down here after our chat the other week. I'm hoping I don't get immediately creepered. Oh, this is great. We did this together. That was fun. And, like, it's better than it was. And we're getting shot by mobs. We're going to leave before the creepers actually start blowing up Cleo's thing hours before the server resets. You know? But yeah, this is just what we're doing right now. Walking around, looking at things. Trying not to break them when it's too late for anyone to fix them. Server's resetting in less than 6 hours now. And I just had a very busy couple of weeks in particular. So yeah, I'm kind of playing catch up to some degree. My alchemy hut did not make it through the end of the season. Rendog did a great job here, vastly improving on it. And it looks like those chests of stone that we lent him, he actually made use of. They're not just sitting out here on the porch anymore. Aw, he left my sign, though. Stone for Rendog, love Joe Hills. That was nice of him. This golf course was fun. I loved Cub Fans Golf Course. I wish we got more time to play that as a group. Scheduling for me has just been difficult. But, you know, like I said, it's one of those things, like, I'm so fortunate to have a chance to play with these folks at all. Oh, did I leave Christmas messages on here for people? Yeah, I did. That was 2 Christmases ago, I guess. That was a fun little thing to do. Oh, this cobblestone was just to make sure nobody built where I was going to put the tree. I think we can safely remove that now. I don't think anyone's going to build under the tree now. Be like, what? Oh, I didn't realize that Joe was building there. Okay. I never got the inside of the tree really done the way I wanted either. It's like life is full of regrets. And my regrets are on Hermitcraft. So that makes me a darn lucky fella. So, yeah. I guess that's fine. Like, what is this marker for? This was where, this was the other corner of that lot. No. There was a dog in there. Is that my dog? I found Joe Pup again. Yay. I knew you got somewhere. Okay, so that's one less thing to worry about. I was like, I've been moving him around because just in case Cub Fan tried to do anything crazy. I'm like, where did I put him? So, howdy, doggy. We're actually going to sit you back down now. Oh, and not accidentally shoot you. But, yeah, there we go. My cobble removing has actually paid off. That's nice. So many festive and seasonal builds on Hermitcraft. I do want to kind of visit the Halloween district a little bit. Talk about that. I didn't actually die in Demise until so late in the game that I didn't actually get to really enjoy all the work that people did to make that district absolutely amazing at the end. I was going to say, this isn't the portal, is it? No, this is some awkward thing near the portal. That's the portal. Like, I don't think I've used this portal since they redid it. So we're going to just pop in here real quick. Okay, Halloween district is going to be up in here and straight on till morning. Funerally speaking, of course. Ah, I thought I nailed that turn. You know what? Can't do everything right. That's fine. That's fine. So here we go. A little bit zoom, zoom, zoom there. I am actually, one of the things I'm proudest of about this whole tunnel is supposed to feel unsafe, but I really love the fact that it actually exits into the nether. Because so many of the tunnels here are just complete dead ends, and it's a pain. Really, it's a huge pain trying to get anywhere in the nether. But yeah, what started as just Asuma's little Sonic the Hedgehog weird, I don't even know. I guess it's not technically a cosplay, it's like fan art. But yeah, we got Asuma's weird Sonic the Hedgehog fan art there. Then we have this huge place, which is probably full of traps still, so I don't want to go in there. But like, it was just that Sonic and Cleo's little hut and my little church, and now all of this has just grown and grown. This was, of course, a Barovian church from Tracy and Laura Hickman's Ravenloft setting. And I have a lot of fun adapting these D&D game maps for Minecraft. I haven't picked anything out for Season Redacted coming up, but yeah. It's just, there's so many. Is this one mine? Probably. Rip Iskel 85. Finally. But yeah, Ren did an amazing job with this. When he asked if he could use this, I was like, yes, absolutely. Like, I was thrilled because all October I worked on this year. I was like, man, it's a shame that nobody actually wanted to do Halloween this year. Like, a bunch of the Europeans were like, Joe, stop trying to make Halloween a thing. Halloween is not a real thing. I was like, it's a big deal in America. And then it's just like, well, fine. That's fine. I'll have my big deal in America by myself. I'll just be down here in the cellar putting mossy cobble in. And then, Demise rolled around. And this whole district got built. It was... Unfortunately, I couldn't watch people's episodes about building it because that would be like cheating at Demise. So I'm actually going to have to wander around here probably once the world download goes out. Because I'm a little bit worried about getting stuff blown up from creepers. Because I think Scar worked on some of this. So it might not be the best lit. As the kids might say. What is this? This looks like a trap. But yeah, I love that. Look at this explosion where the lightning is hitting the spire. Scar is truly a brilliant constructor of Minecraft stuff. I'm glad I didn't strike that glass with my face. That probably would have hurt me pretty badly. Let's get that steak. No, steak not... Yeah, there we go, down here. Delicious. Delicious. That's one thing I'm gonna miss next season. Gonna take a while to get a whole stack of steak again. I think it took me almost the entire season this season, because Cleo only gave me this like a week and a half ago. But it's nice having these luxuries. The black glass in the roof of this actually worked better than I intended for it to work well. But that came out well. I like it. But, of course, it would not be a trip down memory lane if we didn't visit New Hermiton, which I was going to call New Hobbiton because I'm not really good at details, and it is after 1 a.m. here. Wow. I thought I had another day until the server got turned off because time zones are confusing. So, yeah, we are going to go to New Hermiton, Hobbiton Shire Town. Time skip. And here we are now in New Hermiton. Of course, my little contribution was this poetry writing hut. I originally envisioned it as kind of a old watchtower with a little hut out here that had been ruined and then reclaimed. See, I've got another little baby puppy there. Hello, puppy. And then I put like a garden in the back, you know, just kind of thinking, okay, this needs to be self-sustainable. But my real contribution in this part of the server is probably the Joe Hill's potentially deadly roller coaster, which I really enjoyed building a roller coaster with scaffold, and this was a blast to devise and to play. It took a lot longer than I expected, much like almost all of my projects, but this one at least I feel like got done. Like, I feel like we had fun building it, we built it, it's complete. Yay. So, that's nice, you know, because, like, I've been walking around looking at all these things like, oh, I wanted to do with more of that, I wanted to do more of that. Like, this one came together. You know, yeah, there's stuff I could have done with it, but, like, I'm happy with it. It worked. It's a good roller coaster. I think in the world download, this will be one of the things people have the most fun with. So, I don't want to walk around and get it creepered right now. But, yeah, I hope you all check it out when the world download comes up. So, we need to go ahead and drop off our boots and our wings one final time. You might have noticed that this finale was mid-roll ad-free. That is thanks to $50 a month Patreon sponsor Alex White. In lieu of that mid-roll ad, I will now read a poem of my own devising. As I realize I can't fly up to the top of here to read the poem in the place I always do it, which is not Nashville, Tennessee, but atop the ziggurat. So, okay. That's fine. We'll read it here. I call this poem Tired Swing. Tire swings are a joy to fling, to grab and spin and push, but the trouble is they don't wear out the kids, and our parental arms go mush. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.